Let's go on a little journey today. We're going to take some raw static data and transform it into a dynamic visual story, one that doesn't just explain what's already happened, but actually helps us peek into the future. And the tool we'll be using for this adventure, none other than Microsoft Power BI.
You know, it's a challenge almost every business faces. You're sitting on this absolute mountain of numbers. You've got sales figures, quantities, profit margins, and it's valuable stuff for sure, but when it's just sitting there in rows and columns, it's a kind of silent. So the big question is, how do we get this data to actually talk to us? How do we find the real story hidden inside? So that's exactly what we're going to tackle. We're taking a typical sales data set and throwing Power BI's advanced analytics at it. Our mission is pretty simple. First, find the important trends in our history, and then, this is the really exciting part, predict what's coming next. First up, we're going to bring our sales history to life with an amazing tool, the animated scatter chart. Seriously, think of it like a time machine for your data. It lets us sit back and literally watch how our sales performance has changed over time, quarter by quarter. Now, putting this together is all about telling a story with lots of layers. So on our axis, we put sales and profit margin. That maps out our basic performance, right? Then we use the legend to color code by business type, and we make the size of the bubbles reflect the quantity sold. But here's the magic ingredient, the play axis. We set that to quarter, and that's what takes a boring static chart and turns it into this moving, unfolding story. So what are we actually looking at here? Well, each one of those bubbles on the screen is a reseller. And as the animation goes, you'll see them move and change. If a bubble gets bigger, that means they're selling more stuff. If it scoots over to the right, their sales dollars are going up. And if it starts floating upwards, that means they're getting more profitable. It's like a whole business report in one simple moving picture. And this, right here, is where it all clicks. When we hit that play button, we get to see the entire story unfold, from the first quarter of 2018 all the way through the end of 2020. You can literally watch the different reseller types dance across the screen, and you start seeing these incredible patterns that you would never spot in a million rows of a spreadsheet. Okay, this is where the real magic happens. Let's start asking questions. What if we only want to see the bikes category? We apply a filter, and boom, just like that, a super clear pattern pops out. You can see this distinct trend of bubbles moving up and to the right. That's a powerful story of growth in both sales and profitability for our bike resellers. But hold on, what happens if we switch that filter over to clothing? Whoa, it's a completely different picture, isn't it? The way they move is different, where they're clustered is different, and that right there shows you just how powerful this is. With just 2 clicks, we've found totally unique trends for different parts of our business. So, looking at the past is absolutely critical. But let's be honest, we all want to know what's coming next, right? So now let's switch gears. We're going to go from looking backward to looking forward and use Power BI's forecasting feature to predict sales before they even happen. We start with a pretty standard line chart showing our sales over time. But here's a super important tip. For a forecast to be reliable, the computer needs to see the pattern. That's why we're feeding it at least 2 full cycles of data. In our case, the full fiscal years for 2019 and 2020. This gives the algorithm enough history to make a really good, educated guess about what's next. Okay, before we actually generate that forecast, we have to talk about a concept called seasonality. All it means is the predictable repeating patterns in your business. You know, like how ice cream sales always go up in the summer. By telling Power BI that our business cycle is annual or 365 data points, we're basically giving the AI a massive clue about how our sales normally behave throughout the year. So we just pop over to the Analytics pane and literally flip a switch to turn the forecast on. We'll ask it to predict 1 month into the future. We'll plug in our seasonality of 365, and then we choose something called a confidence interval. Now, that last setting is really important for understanding what Power BI is telling us. We've set our confidence interval to 80%. What does that actually mean? Well, we're basically telling Power BI that we expect the real, actual sales numbers to fall inside its predicted range about 80% of the time. You can make the number higher or lower depending on how much certainty you need for your decision-making. And there it is. Here's our forecast. You see the line extending into the future? That's the prediction. But what you really want to pay attention to is that gray shaded area around it. That's our confidence band. If you see a nice tight band, that means Power BI is pretty sure about its prediction. But if that band gets really wide, that's its way of saying, hey, things are a little less certain up ahead. So let's just take a step back for a second. We started with nothing more than a static table of numbers. And in just a few minutes, we've created a moving animation of our entire sales history and a data-driven forecast of our future. We didn't just look at data, we turned it into actual intelligence. So, to sum it all up, we've used two incredibly powerful features for two totally different jobs. The animated scatter chart, that's your go-to tool for exploring the past and really understanding how different numbers relate to each other over time. And the line chart forecast, well, that's basically your crystal ball, helping you see future trends so you can plan ahead. As you can see, these tools are just unbelievably powerful. And honestly, they're surprisingly easy to get started with. The insights, the answers, the aha moments, they're already there, just waiting inside your own data. So the only real question left is, are you ready to press play and see what story your data has to tell?
Power BI. We'll go through perform analytics in Power BI, and that involve create animated scatter charts and then use a visual to forecast values. I'll share this GitHub link into description section so that you can follow when you do your own setup or own environment. So let me start the lab. So for this lab, you have to download the required files. So you can get the links from the GitHub link. So I have already downloaded the required files. Let's open the files. Go to downloads folder, and that is 10 starter sales analysis Power BI file. Open this file. So when file is open, very first task we are going to do, create an animated scatter chart. So for that, create a new page, select this here, plus icon, and give a page name, scatter chart, press enter. And now we're going to click the options scatter chart. You can see this visual. Uh, So this chart can be animated when a field is added to the play axis area. So now let's add here first on x-axis sales column from sales table. Then for y-axis we are going to select profit margin, and for legend we are going to select a business type from reseller under legend section. Then we are going to select quantity from sales into size section, and next we are going to add quarter from date table for the play access area. So when that is done, then go to filter section, and we are going to add a filter. So filter on the space section, so category from the product field. Now you see the filter card here, filter by bikes. And now to animate the chart from the left corner, you can see the play button. So if you select the play button, you can see the financial year or year name and quarter. So you can see from 2018 quarter 1. If I play again, so 2018 quarter 1 to 2020 quarter 4. So this scatter chart actually allows understanding the measured value simultaneously. In this case, like order quantity, sales revenue, and profit margin. And each bubble that you see that represents a seller business type. You can see that warehouse. If you go that one value added reseller, and you can see this one is specialty bike shops. So and it changes the size are changing, reflect the increase or decrease in order quantities. So you can see those options are here. And if I select that one, you can see the tracking over time, like how the sales is going. You can see the time also, like quarter following year. So you can see the trend going up or down, like it's a profit margin is how that's playing. Sometimes profit is positive, then it's going negative. Which quarter you can get the values, and you can go for other bubble, like for this one you can see, and for this one you can see. So you can check that different business type, how that actually moving. And now we can also select for different filter, like basic filtering tab. We can go for clothing only, and it also giving, we can see that that's giving the different results compared to the bike one. So we have done that scatter chart. The next task we are going to create a forecast to determine possible future sales revenue. So for that, I create a new page, give a page name forecast, and here this time we are going to create a line chart. So select that line chart, and its position and resize you can do, so that it looks nice. Now we are for x-axis we are going to select the date from the date table, and for y-axis we are going to select sales from sales table. So sales table are going to order sales, and in the filters pane we are going to add year column from date. So year column, that we have selected. Now in the filter card that we see here, select for 2 years, so like 2019 and 2020. So when forecasting over a timeline, we need at least 2 cycles uh, to produce an accurate and stable forecast. So therefore we have selected 2 years. And we are going to also add the category from product uh, to filter. So here we can also select this one. So and forecast we can select like filter by bikes, for example, selling forecast to get that on bike. Another thing that we can do for analytics, because we want to see analytics, for that you go to this visualization section, select that analysis to a visual further. So select that option, and here you can see that forecast button. So expand that one and enable. And when you enable, then there is a different options. So units, we are selecting different options available. In this case, we are going to select months and forecast for 1 month. Like after that, we would like to see 1 month forecast. So select 1 month forecast, and seasonality. So now we are pointing that it's pointing that 365 days, and confidence interval. So we can select also here. So let's make that confidence interval is 80%. When that is done, select on apply. When you apply, you can see that 1 month forecast here. So that is April, so May 2020. So here the gray area, it represents the confidence. So the wider the confidence, the less stable. So forecast, if we see the like less wider, that means more confidence there. So this and if we get wider, that means less accurate and forecast is likely to be. So sometimes we can also select like seasonality. We can select for like weekly basis, that can be 7 days. Monthly basis, we can do that for 30 days. Similar way, we can filter for the next month, like next product, like clothing. We can do that one. So you can get an idea like what the sales will be by going through. You can say date and ultimately that for a month. So yeah, that's all for this lab. We have successfully completed. If you have any questions, add that into comment section. Otherwise, see you into next lab.